Hey everyone, thank you so much for being here today. My name is Denise. I'm also known as heywigsister on Instagram and Facebook. Today we're going to do a wig review and I'm here to tell you all about ZARA by Uniwigs right here. This is a Remy human hair piece that has a full mono top, a lace front. She retails for just under $700, which makes her a more budget-friendly human hair wig. Super high quality. Can't wait to tell you more. Let's get going. I would like to thank Uniwigs for sending me ZARA so that I could show everybody. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to bring you all different kinds of wigs. I review everything, budget-friendly, $20 Amazon wigs, all the way up to $2,000 human hair wigs, and everything you can imagine in between. So if you are not finding what you're looking for in this video, definitely stick around and subscribe and like this video so that my videos will get recommended more, and I'm sure I have something that will work for you. And I will have some details below on where you can find this piece. Uniwigs does carry synthetic and human hair. Budget friendly, middle of the road, higher end. They really do carry everything. So definitely check out Uniwigs if you're in the market for a wig, either now or in the future. Let's take a look at this one from all sides. Now, I never modify a wig before I review it, but when it's a human hair wig, what I do is I film. So basically what I've done to this one is I've washed it, I've cut the lace on it because it comes with longer lace that needs to be cut, and I've taken a hot air brush to sort of smooth it out because I really wanted to style it straight so that you could see these layers. I do film what this air dried like. I think it's really important to be able to see how a wig air dries to really understand the type of hair that's used and what you may need to do with it to make it your own. I will tack that on to the very end of the video. I don't do unboxings with human hair wigs because they don't look good out of the box. Basically, when you sleep at night, you wake up and you've got bedhead and your hair doesn't look fabulous. The same thing happens to wigs as they sleep in the box for who knows how long and traveling through who knows what type of conditions. And so I just don't think it's worth even discussing what it looks like out of the box. But I do show you what it air dries, so you can see that at the end of this video. This wig has really great quality hair. It dried with just the slightest bend and frizz, but nothing serious. I do think this is a wig that could be worn freshly air dried with no styling by some people. Not everybody has the same taste in hair, but she smoothed out beautifully with just a hot airbrush, as you can see. Now we have got a lot of layers in this piece. You can see how short these layers are compared to the longest layers. So this is a kind of a choppily layered piece. And like I said before, it has Remy hair. So let's talk about what Remy hair is. When your hair is growing out of your scalp, all of the cuticles of the hair are aligned in the same direction from top to bottom. Remy hair wigs means that they made sure that the cuticles of the hair were all aligned going in the same direction. Not every wig is made with Remy cuticle aligned hair. And if you get a piece that isn't Remy, some of the things that might happen, you might find that it tangles more, you might find that it dries more frizzy and is harder to get to look smooth and smoothed out. That doesn't always happen with non-Remy wigs, but it can. So getting a Remy hair wig just means that you have a better chance of it not tangling and looking more smooth than one that is non-Remy. Now, I never ever modify a wig before I review it, so this wig looks like this, washed and dried, and that's it. So if you want to add curl to this, you absolutely can. And also something is really important, especially if you're new to wig wearing. Human hair wigs are not created for you individually. They are created in a more generic way. The hair is cut on a mannequin head, and sometimes they don't lay perfectly when you get them out of the box. There is an expectation that human hair wigs will be customized for your preferences. Some of the things you might consider customizing are face framing layers, getting it cut more to your face shape, your length. You know, I'm 8 inches from hairline to chin. Some people are 9 inches, some people are 7 inches. How this lays on me may be very different on you based on your head measurements and your face shape. You might need to get a wig thinned out a little bit. If you find it too much hair in the front, then you might find you need to get it thinned out. So just keep in mind that these wigs are meant to be customized for your preferences, and you can take it to a stylist and have that done right on your head so it fits you perfectly. Now this piece does have a lace front. Let's take a look at that. There's that lace, and it just looks like it's growing right out of your scalp. Lace fronts, for me personally, are critical because I don't wear bangs and I like to have that flexibility. If the wind blows the hair back, it's gonna look like it's growing out of your scalp. If you want to run your hair through it because you miss that feeling, this hair is gorgeous and you can totally do that, and it will not, nobody will be the wiser. You can also take bobby pins, clips, claw clips. You can put it in a top pony or little top knot, and it's gonna look like it's growing out of your scalp. The lace does go all the way down almost to the temple on either side, and then we have a full monofilament top. What that means is you can part this anywhere. I currently have it parted slightly off center to the left, on the left going to the right, but you can part it center, you can part it right part. There's a lot of flexibility in how you can part this one. Let's take a look inside the cap so that you can see what I mean, especially if you're new to wig wearing and all of this terminology is confusing you, which I understand. So that's that lace front, and I did cut the lace. The lace is long, and when I did the air dried segment, I had not yet cut the lace, so you'll be able to see that uncut. I have a video showing you how to cut lace, which I'll link in the description. Soft ear tabs with bendable stays, extended nape, hook adjusters, which I have cinched in all the way. We're going to talk about fit in a moment, and then closed wefted all over the top. I like closed wefting because it helps to contain the hair. Open wefting, the hair can sometimes poke through, and that just annoys me. I don't love it. So I really love this cap construction. I think they did a fabulous job with it. And you can see just how easy it is to put on, and then just take a comb or a brush, smooth it out, and you're good to go. Just like that. How easy is that? Now, fit. Let's talk about fit because I mentioned that just a moment ago. I have these hook adjusters cinched all the way in, and I have a 22-inch circumference. So I have a very average circumference, but I'm actually very petite over the top of my head. So the measurement from hairline to nape and from ear to ear, I'm very, very petite. But this wig is actually running really big in the circumference. I know a lot of you have larger circumference, but more small-ish over the top of your head. I really think this is gonna fit up to an average large circumference very, very comfortably. You may be even able to wear it if you have a 23-inch circumference because there's a lot of great stretch here. And like I said, I have this cinched all the way in, and I still have to wear a wig grip with it in order for it to fit comfortably on my head. So it's definitely running larger in the circumference. I get some extra cap up here, but not a ton. So I would say if you are really true to average in your over the head measurements, this should fit you just fine. It's running large in the circumference, but not necessarily large in the over the top of the head. I get really excellent coverage on the sides, so these ear tabs come right like where I want them. I still get good clearance, so I can tuck, I can wear glasses, but it gives me pretty decent coverage on the side. You can see a little bit of my bio hair, which is real typical. I have a low hairline on the side here, and I just blend that with the wig with a little root powder since my bio hair is kind of gray and it doesn't really match, and it's seamless. Now let's talk about density. I would say this is a moderate density piece. It definitely has a fullness to it. It's not a super light density piece, but it's not heavy density. It's a real healthy head of hair. I never actually had this much hair when I had hair because I've always had super fine, thin hair. But because of all the layers, can see how just layered it is in the front. I don't find this overwhelming. I think it's a really beautiful piece that's got, it just looks like a healthy head of hair. It's a piece that you can wear straight, that you can wear curled, that you can wear tucked, that you can wear in clips. So I do think this could be a great first wig for someone. You can actually also wear it in a low pony if you want to. It's got just enough length to do a low pony, which I love when it's really hot out. Even a shorter piece like this can be too much for me, and I love to pull wigs back in ponies, and as long as it's got enough hair to pull into a low pony, I love it, and that's enough flexibility for me. All right, let's talk about this color, T1B/246. This is a gorgeous chocolate caramel brown color. It does have some auburn tones in it. You can see. We will get outside. It's tough. I'm inside with ring lights, so it's really tough. I think this is pulling real true to inside lighting. And colors do change depending on the lighting. Now, in the description, it says T1B. That means this has a 1B in it. That's a soft black. I am not seeing any black in this. Even at the root level, it's a very natural. You can see the brunette, and it's the same brunette tones that are throughout this piece. So I would just consider this a caramel brown. It's a medium dark brown with caramelish, auburnish highlights all throughout. If you're looking for something more ashy, you don't really like the reds, I wouldn't consider this color. Because of the caramel auburn in here, it really does seem to pull red to me. Not like red, more like in the auburn family. It's so pretty though. If you can wear auburn, you like more medium dark browns, you don't want a really light piece, you don't want blonde highlights, this could be a great color for you. It is the only color this comes in. They have a ton of different styles. They don't tend to carry a lot of colors in each style, but I'm guessing they probably have a shorter layered style like this in blondes and other colors like that. So if you're looking for a style like this but not this color, I would just browse through the Uniwigs website to see if you can find the color that you're looking for. Again, there's a coupon code in the description, which you can use on any purchase. It doesn't have to just be used on this piece. All right, everybody, let's get outside so you can see this color outside. Once again, I'd like to thank Uniwigs. I do think that they should be on your radar if you're looking for wigs, either now or in the future. The fact that they carry everything from cosplay synthetic to realistic synthetic, to blends, which are synthetic human hair blends, to human hair. Really, they have just about everything you can imagine, so definitely keep them on your radar. Look for sales, look for coupons, and I'm sure you'll find something that you would be able to wear from them. Thanks for watching. Let's get outside. All right, friends, we're outside. We're gonna start in the shade, and then I'll move into the sun for you. I want you to just be able to see how dynamic this color is and how great that root is. Now, something I would do with this, and I probably will because I really like this piece, pluck the hairline just a little bit because I like to see a more defined part, and just put a little powder on there. Just a little face powder to draw that part line out will help it to look really, really awesome. It's kind of windy out here, so you can see. All right, let's move into the sun where I'll be blinded, but you'll be able to see what this looks like in direct sunlight. My new little puppy back there. Many of you know we lost our dog in May, and we just got a German Shepherd puppy from an accidental litter. A family didn't plan to have puppies and they accidentally did. All right, it's 100 degrees out here. With the humidity, it's almost 115. I live in Minnesota. We don't have weather like this. It's really bad. I want to go in, but one last look. So you get a little sun on here. All right, I hope this helped. Thanks for watching. All right, friends, this is how ZARA air dried. So this is just air dried, no heat taken. No product in it, nothing. Totally air dried. And quite frankly, in my opinion, it looks really, really natural. Like my bio hair would have air dried similar to this, with a little tiny bit of bend and a little bit of frizz. So I really think that if you also had bio hair like this, you could wear this air dried. You wouldn't have to style it. It would just look really natural and casual. But you could always take a flat iron or a hot air brush and just touch it up just a little bit if you want to. But I wanted you to see air dried.